Merle, can I have it?
This?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going in here. This is what I used to do when I was 10, walk around the streets of Cloverdale and hand these things out. See, my dear, we have these. Hopefully one for everybody. And one for you. My name's Merle Reuser, and the story that we're about to tell has come to be known as Margaret's Daffodil Legacy. My parents came to California in 1947 and started a sawmill in Cloverdale, and the neighbors on the adjoining ridge had their house with daffodils planted on about 4 acres. The lady that owned the place, Margaret Kohler Adams, became like an adopted grandmother to me back in the 50s, so the big deal in my life was to go to Margaret's and spend the weekend. But every year, February, Valentine's Day, give or take a week, the daffodils on her property would bloom by the thousands, and nobody would see them. She would want me to pick them, take them to town, and give them away. Margaret and I would pick her flowers and bundle them up, and off I'd go to town to give them away. And that's where the seed was really planted. She had asked me for years to take bulbs and replant them. Well, in 1999, I did that. I took 500 bulbs from her ranch and brought them back to Santa Rosa and planted them. She was 103 years old when we had that conversation. She passed away the following year at 104 years old. And when daffodil season came around, it was just like she was in my head. We talked about it when she was 103, that I would give away a ton of daffodils in her memory after she was gone, which is about 250,000. Each year we started digging up and replanting these bulbs that were planted somewhere before 1900, and we separate them. So now, going from thousands, they're going to be tens of thousands, and within 10 years, hundreds of thousands of daffodils for us to pick and give away in Margaret's memory. And that's the goal of the whole thing, is to keep her memory alive. She was a lifelong lover of daffodils. We certainly plan on continuing to replant them and get the numbers up in the hundreds of thousands, all to be picked. That's what separates us from anyone and everyone else around the entire globe, is that every single flower we grow, all to be given away in her memory. So the program's on track. It's actually ahead of what had been scheduled or planned, the goal set back in 1999, and it looks like it's all going to happen far beyond what we ever expected when we originally started this program. This is me, my coveralls, my suspenders, a 5-gallon bucket, and a shovel.